Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome back if you're new, and welcome back to episode 4 of the Back to School series, season 1. In today's episode, I will be talking about bags, what you need to bring, and what I recommend to bring with you if you're going to secondary school like primary school or college or even university. So carry on watching if you are one of those people. So let's get into the video. Before we even start what kind of bags or what kind of things you would need to bring in bags, disclaimer, I'm a college student, so I will not know what you have to bring to university, like clothes wise and that kind of thing. I'm more talking about what you should have in your bag when you're going to lessons. So if you're watching this and you're thinking, oh, do I pack in my bags or my boxes or whatever, then this isn't the video for you. This is a video for what students will bring with them if they're going to a lesson. So let's get into the video and let's get going. So you will need a bag. I went with this year with a messenger bag. This will be my bag for the rest of my college years because I really love this bag until it breaks, obviously. If it breaks next year, then I will buy a new one, but if it doesn't, then I will carry on. And throughout the years, I didn't have a messenger bag throughout the years, and my first year at college, I've always had a rucksack, and I've always went on to getting a messenger bag, but I've never seen the one that I would suit me. So I started looking for them in year 7 when I started looking, and I saw some that I liked, but then I was thinking, oh, what about PE? Even though I didn't really like doing PE. How am I supposed to carry that around, even though I didn't really want to do it, and that kind of thing. How would I carry my lunch? How would I carry that? And as now I'm going to college, I only need a few things, but still enough to things that you can bring. I'm just need my laptop sometimes, or I might just need pens, pencil, pad, that kind of thing. So carry on watching before we talk about anything else. So let's talk about my bag and what I feel like you will need in a bag if you're looking for a new bag. So I have this bag I like because it's got pockets on the back and on the side. So this pocket on the side is a good because it zips up and you can put things in it. So in here would probably have like keys, small things, easy access things, like wallets, that kind of thing. But if you're one of those people that have more of a secured life and you just don't like people know that you've got something in this pocket, you can always just keep things that are less expensive. You've got, if you lose your first one, you get one free, and then if you lose that one, you have to pay £1. So it's not really that much. So that probably go in there, or you could have your keys or just something, and it's easy access to get to. And then at the back, you can have things like wires, inhaler, that kind of thing, like all the small little bits that you need to have with you. And then in the main pockets, I've got 2 little pockets. So these will probably be used for, one will be used all the time for my stationery, and the second one will probably have either, depending on what I'm bringing that day, so that could have maybe my lunch in it because it will fit. I'll probably be able to fit a yogurt in, or a sandwich, or a packet of crisps happily in here without going in here, especially if I'm having my laptop, because my laptop just fits and it takes quite a lot of room. So I just have to minimise the things I take if I'm taking my laptop in that day, because obviously I'll take my laptop charger, all the bits for my laptop, and it will all fit perfectly in here. Talking about the back and talking about laptop charger, you could maybe put your laptop charger in here, as well as what I would probably use it for is my phone and my phone charger. So I'll stick that in the bag. Because I'm doing an IT course, I won't really need a laptop. I do have my first ever tablet, my only tablet. So if I needed to bring an extra device, or if I decided that I need to bring an extra device, why have we gone so dark, I can slip this in the bag and it won't make my bag that heavy. It might make it a little bit heavy, but I can still get loads of bits in it. So yeah, and then I've got 2 pockets. Well, I've got 3 pockets. I've got one with a zip and one with more like easy access ones. So yeah, so that is my bag, and I like this bag because you don't have to have it on just this strap. You can make it big. So if I wanted to be one of those people that have it around my shoulder, I can have it around my shoulder, put it round, and then I'll probably make it about here, to be honest. So it's easy, but I'm one of those people that has it on the shoulder because I just feel I don't really like it around the waist, but if I needed to, that is a good feature about the bag. And also I like it because she's got so many pockets, and you can have an easy access pocket, more of a secure pocket, and then loads of little pockets inside. So that is one thing I like. Loads of things I like about my bag. So what would I put in my bag? What you might need to bring with you? Honestly, you will definitely need to bring stationery. Well, I have not got my pencil case yet, so I can't show you what it would look like in a pencil case, but I typically go for 2 highlighters in my pencil case, and I just find 2 highlighters are the best. I will bring extra if my bag was bigger. Like my rucksack, I used to bring like 5, but as I'm only doing an IT course, I only need 2. And I like to highlight things. I like to have key colours and that kind of thing, and it really helped. Especially when I was doing history and geography for GCSE, it really helped. And for all my GCSEs, I used to have get them out, and each time we would go for a textbook, I used to colour and a colour key. Most important, least important, that kind of thing. And I liked it. And then so this brand, the Stiller Boss brand or whatever, is a very good brand. The schools will tend to use this brand, and I've had this for over 2 years, and I've used it every single day, and it's never really run out. It is on its last legs though, but we are just over the 2 year of using it, so I find this brand is really good. Also, I prefer chunkier lids. Like I used to get the ones with the fine. That's fine if you're just doing like a little underline with it. But I'm one of those people that like to highlight a word. I don't like doing a little box around it. I used to say just draw a little box with it. But I find if you're highlighting words, big thick ones like this is much better, and it's also something like this is a very good with that little point. I just find that. Now the pens that you might want to go with are this brand. I don't know what this brand is, so if anyone can know, let me know please. And the Bic brand, because I just find these work really well. I like this one because it's got a grip, and my hands in the summer sweat if I'm writing periods, and I just find this keeps the sweat from not dripping down to the pen and making it all go slimy, and it's easy to hold. Whereas this one, my hands like literally going up and down in it, and I don't really like it. But I like these pens because they make my handwriting really neat. And also, another good fact is, say you're one of those people that forget to put lids back on pens, well these won't run out as quick as maybe these will. So they take less to dry out. So you can have the lid off for 2 years or a year and do it by then you might be able to still use it. Because I know a friend, well, keep them both anonymous, but them and some other person in their family, they used to lose all the lids quite regularly because their lids are quite, small. So they used to put them either, used to go in the bin, or they used to just go everywhere. So they end up just using just this half the time, and we've had that one pen for like 5 years. So they are quite responsive. And also, if you're in exams, they prefer if you use Bic or something like this, because they prefer if you use Bic or something like this, and black, because black is more easy to show up for the robots when they mark it, or whatever all the machines that they use to quickly go through all the papers, and it's just easier for them. And then I always make sure I have like a more of a fancier pen in my pencil case, because you never know when you have to sign a document. This one I've got ink for, so my granddad bought me this, and you can get this company on Amazon, so I'll link this company down below. But you can get like refills for it, so I've just put my blue one in. All throughout the last year I used the black side, and it's good because I can sign, and it makes it feel fancy, and this is like my fanciest pen ever. And then for pencil, they prefer if you use either HP, HB, or 2B pencils. So the Scribblers pencils set is a good colouring set with the pencils in it. Sometimes they have them in it. Are the ones that they look for, because it's good for graphs, it's good for the art, it's good for that kind of thing. Now, they will ask you to bring a 30cm ruler. Well, you're probably going, I can't get that in my small pencil case. I'm not carrying that in my bag. It'll be flowing around, that kind of thing. Wow, get a one that is one of these. What are they called? I call them the extendable ones. So you can have it like if you just want to have a short line, you've got a short line, and then you've got it big. I'll find the actual word for this. I'll put it on that. But yeah, you can slot it in your bag, and then when you're getting a test, you just bring it out. And my friend taught me the hack about getting one of these. So thanks, Ryan. And I like it because most pencil cases are big enough for just pens, aren't big enough for this, so they don't really the big like this size don't fit in. Where if you get one like this, a foldable one, that's to carry it in your blazer pocket, your trouser pocket. You don't have to have a big thing sticking out whacking people as they walk around. Sometimes there is some people that I won't whack with rulers, but yeah. So there's that, and then the calculators that they might ask you to bring. So these are the scientific ones from this company. Don't know if you can see it. CASIO, and these are good calculator company. It's because they've got all different methods. So if you're in science or maths, they might just quickly ask you what is 2 squared, and you don't know what 2 squared is. So it's good because you can just cheat a little bit, and it's easier for you. So they prefer if you get one of these. Now the ones in stores, the store retail ones are like £25. But if you get some on eBay, they could go down to £5, £4. So they're quite less, really less. And the older ones, yes, there's a few that buttons that won't be on because of the new ones. Because I know throughout the years they update them and add more things onto them. So this is a 2013 one when I started. And I bought it ever since, and I've loved it ever since. And yeah, so if you need to get a scientific calculator, go to eBay to get the £5 ones instead of getting the retail price of these. So if you just put in casino in eBay, scientific calculators, they all come up and they're a lot cheaper on there. And then the final thing is a post notes. I know sometimes teachers will help give post notes out, but they are good for notes because if you're revising for a topic and you want to make and they're telling you that you need to make a mind map and you don't really want and your handwriting's got big, you can use mind map post-it notes and stick them over all of your notes. So you still got access to read your other notes, but then you can add more notes on, or you could just use them in general work to make your work even more better for the teacher and USB is one of a good thing for homework, for saving files onto it. I use my USB stick, especially throughout year 7, year 8, and year 9, year 10, and year 11, because sometimes we might not be using. Sometimes we might just save all our files onto the school's computer system, in your name, instead of using Google Drive, OneDrive, Teams, Google Classroom, and that kind of thing. So you might not have access to your files for homework. So having a USB is saving a copy onto here. So you can literally, when you need to do more work, do it at home. And I just find a USB is a very good thing to bring with a phone call. Now, the second and last few things I'm going to talk about is having two kind of headphones. So, I've got a pot in here, so two kind of headphones, and then an extra thing so that you could maybe think about getting. So I know some of the PCs in the college or in school cannot or will not allow Bluetooth because the college I went to, the college I go to, and the school I went to, they blocked on some of the PCs headphone, Bluetooth, so you couldn't use your Bluetooth headphones. However, if you bring in some wired ones, you can plug it into the laptop and you'll have headphones. And half the time throughout the whole year, loads of people asked, "Can we borrow some headphones?" And they also tutors were asking, "Oh, who's got wireless headphones that can go to the PCs?" And we all say no. Some of them will say no. We've got just wireless ones, and that won't connect. They won't connect. Some of us were saying I got both. So I always make sure that I have these in my hand because they're quite easy to carry. You can put them in your pencil case, or you can even put them in your pocket. Or leave them in your locker, so if you need them, you can always ask if you can get them. And so wireless headphones are good because if you're one of those people that would like to walk around or you've been asked to do a task and you want to listen to music whilst you're walking around the building, they're brilliant walking home. You're not getting these like a bit of like this swinging like that, that can get that got my nerves when I had to use these all day. When I forgot to charge these, so it was. These are a lifesaver. Now, if you can, and you're one of those people that prefer to pay by cash, or even if you pay by card, most of the time, always have a spare wallet or envelope with some extra money in, because sometimes your finger might not have enough money on, especially if you are on the second day of school. Your parents might forget to add some up, or you might forgot to ask if you can check, or you might forget your bus fare, or you might forget your cards. It's always good to have a few £10, £15, £20, and a few pound coins, so like maybe £10 and a £5 note in notes, and then maybe like £2 and 50p's and 1p and a few 20p's and 10p's and things in your wallet, because that might help. Because I know sometimes in secondary schools they use finger, and if your parent doesn't upload some money, they might allow you to give them a bit of cash. Also, if you're catching the bus, not all the time the card machine works, so you might need to think about a bit instead of not getting on, or seeing if you can pay at the end. Then that is fine. I've never had an incident so far. I've always had a few extra pounds. £8 I've always had on me, just in case that thing happens. It's not like my house is next to the bus stop when you can probably run in, but I always make sure I have £8 on me, or at least a tenner on me, so if I need to, I've always got extra cash to hand instead of figures. That is the main thing. If you are going to college this in the next few years, and they have a lanyard, and mine is this way because it's got some details on, but if they do have some, if they do give you a lanyard and you're one of those people that forget it and you don't get, told off and not being able to enter, always leave it in your bag. Leave it in your bag, or leave it somewhere where you're going to pick it up in the morning. Like buy a raincoat, or buy your jacket, or buy your bag, or buy your water bottle, so when you pick it up, you've automatically seen it and pick it up. I tend to leave it either on its own hook or in my bag, so that's what I do that week. And I've also forgot to say, always make sure if you're going to be one of those people that's travelling to college, you might be the last person to leave for the day, but you might also get home late, and they might have also just locked up and gone to bed. So having a house key is very helpful, because then you can get in instead of asking or knocking on the door. So always make sure you have. I hope you enjoyed it, and hope these little ideas or things that I mentioned in today's video are a help. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this episode season so far, and I'll see you in my next